Hey there, welcome back. I hope you've had a great winter. Maybe you've even had a chance to get away a time or two and sneak some rounds in of golf in Arizona, California, Florida, maybe Texas, somewhere warm. So yeah, welcome back. This month, I want to highlight using just a couple sliders or even, they call them furniture movers if you were to buy them at Walmart or Target, but just anything that can slide on turf or carpet. Ground reaction forces. I want to highlight ground reaction forces, okay? So if you have two sliders and you stand on top of them, you can see I can create sliding movements in my feet, okay? So this will help you understand how to load and actually, I'll use the word grip or use the ground to your benefit. So if I go to the top of my backswing, I want to load into basically the inner part of my thigh, probably the inside part of my right heel, and I want to feel that glute turn on, okay? From there, in 2014, I happened to meet Chris Como, who you see all over the Golf Channel, and he works with Siwoo Kim, the Parker and Pearson Coody. He's worked with Bryson DeChambeau. He worked with Tiger back in like 2015, 2016. Several other great guys on tour that are just crushing it that he works with. I overheard him, happened to be at the table, having a conversation about ground reaction force. At the time, you couldn't even measure it. Now you can. But he says, okay, when you get to the top, this right foot should almost look like a corkscrew into the ground, where I'm going to turn my foot this way, but this is allowing me to slide. I'm just giving you a visual. If I'm actually using the ground and corkscrewing the ground, my pelvis actually wants to unwind and going the opposite direction. That's a ground reaction force, okay? So I get to the top, I've loaded, feel everything turned on. I am corkscrewing the ground with that right foot, creating a move this way. Give you the visual, get to the top, I am corkscrewing my foot into the ground. That's the job of the trail leg. Then I overheard Chris say, once you've corkscrewed the trail foot, you get to the top, you've corkscrewed. Now I want the front foot to feel like you are pushing so hard towards the golf ball, in towards the golf ball, that it will drive your lead foot back. So it would look like this, okay? If I've got top of the backswing, I get a corkscrew move with this foot. This one is going to be literally jumping back. But again, remember, that's a ground reaction force. So basically what's happening is this lead foot, and the earlier it happens, the better whip effect, or you could say club head speed, you're going to generate. So as you get to the top, you're going to corkscrew, and I am pushing that way, towards the camera with this foot to get my body to clear that hip and create space for my hands. And again, create a massive whip-like effect. So how you use the ground, how you create loading or pressure shift, whatever you want to call it, is huge. Now, your understanding of that and how you translate it and the timing of when you translate it has everything to do with club path, attack angle, club head speed, and finding the center of that club face consistently. My part, where I come in, the physical ramifications of this, that it demands of you to be able to make that happen, the corkscrewing and the unwinding of the pelvis and the driving of the foot that shoves that hip back and around as my hands chase that, the physical demands are unbelievable. Crazy amounts of mobility in the hip, crazy amounts of glute strength, so you're not sliding and surfing. We want you to load, rotate, and pressure shift, and then get that lead glute stabilizing you. The amount of core strength, the flexibility that's needed to get through your spine, range of motion, plus just the thoracic spinal ability to get shoulder turn in both directions. There's so many things happening. General leg strength, general upper body strength. But if you can create ground reaction force at high levels with proper timing, man, do we see incredible benefits. If you have questions about that, I'm going to try to find a link and link that in the verbiage below here. But I would love to talk to you about ground reaction force, the physical demands of it. If you know nothing about it, hopefully it would open your eyes a little bit to go, yeah, there's a kinematic sequence of events that need to happen with the lower body leading, torso unwinding, then the trail arm, then the club head firing through. We've talked about that in previous videos on my channel. All of those concepts have to come together in less than 2 seconds. So it's crazy to be good at this game, but that will be critical if you can figure out that one. If you have questions, let me know. My contact information is below. If you're getting ready for the preseason, and you do not have a current program going on, let's touch base, let's get something going for you. Even if you can't meet weekly or bi-weekly, I could create a home program for you. That's something I've done for a ton of clients. If you're traveling a ton and want something for the road, I do that for a ton of clients. So yeah, all of those things come into play. On top of, what should I do before my round to get me ready? What should I do post-round to recover? What should I be doing from a nutritional standpoint? All of those things come into play to make your training effective. Get working on your game. Warm weather's coming. Talk to you soon.